Alright, we should be live by now sa Facebook at sa YouTube. I don't know if you guys can hear me clearly, but you have to, I believe, click yung play button kung nakikita po ninyo. And it's been a while since ako po yung nag-Facebook Live. And also, again, we are live also on YouTube. So if you can follow me on YouTube as well, magandang gabi po. If you are in the Philippines, good evening. Can you type in sa ating pong chat or leave a comment kung saan po kayo nakikinig ngayon. And as usual, si Facebook, it will take a while bago po mag-kick in and to let other people know na tayo po live na. But having said that, muli po magandang gabi. Siguro before we start again, can you type in or leave a comment below kung saan po kayo nakikinig ngayon, and then we'll start from in about a few minutes siguro. Let's start na para hindi na po tayo magtagal. Again, my name is John Rania from Negosyo University. So if this is your first time to attend po ang ating live broadcast, well, magandang gabi sa iyo. And today, pag-uusapan natin ang isa sa pinakamahalagang I believe na dapat nating gawin this coming 2022. So Merry Christmas po, by the way, sa mga who are celebrating Christmas. Magandang gabi po. Okay, a quick shoutout lang sa ating mga nag-leave ng comments so far. Si Tristan. Oh, I think he's watching on YouTube. Si Tristan, right? We have si Sol Soliva. Good evening. Team Live. Sabi ni Mark Andrew. Yan. Good evening kay Agnes. We have si Mark pala is from Davao. Yan. Si Emmy, good evening as well. So nakita lang daw ni Sol yung aking recent ad. Okay. Nakaabot din. Merry Christmas, Ems. Magandang araw sa iyo kay Eunice, of course. Good evening kay Evelyn as well. Ivy, we have good evening as well kay Agnes. Yan. Naka-order na ba ng Tapsi? Sa Matis, Agnes? May Matis pa ba? JM Cesar. JM Cesar, good evening. Kay Nino as well, good evening. His Nino is watching on YouTube. We also have RVR also watching from YouTube as well. So from Davao, we have Jack. NU, okay, NU na yun, Negosyo University. We have Joey as well. Good evening to everyone. Yes, kay KRCF. Good evening kay Shane Mark. Coach, kailan po mag-open ang CAP? Tanong ni Shane Mark. Wala pa tayong schedule, but maybe next month, definitely. Kung hindi February, siguro. Good set, John. Sabi ni Bedon. Yan, magandang araw. Oh, si Mafe. Ang aking masipag na project manager, si Marife. Yan. If you're looking for someone to help you on your online business, definitely you wanna PM and message si Marife. Yan. Sa mga entrepreneur dyan, you feel that you need help, definitely reach out kay Marife. Si Kato Atal, good evening, Kato. Ng Tugigaraw, we have si John Christopher. Good evening. Si Remy ng Baguio. Baguio City. Si JR Andres. Magandang gabi po. And to anyone na mag-join pa po for this Facebook Live. Ano ba exactly, Sir John, ang pag-uusapan natin tonight? Well, ang pag-uusapan po natin isa sa pinakamahalagang kinakailangan ginagawa natin. Ito yung mga bagay na I wish nung bata pa tayo, maaaring tinuro to sa school, pero hindi talaga in-instill sa atin. Ibig sabihin, hindi talaga dinevelop. Na I really believe this is one of the most important thing. If you want to have more accomplished life, have more successful life, have more financially free life, overall, yun po ating pag-uusapan, which is yung goal setting. Okay? I know you guys are excited. If you guys are excited, of course, well, I'll really appreciate it if you can share this as well, Facebook Live or sa ating YouTube. I don't know how do you do that on YouTube because nakikita ko po marami ring nanonood sa YouTube. But if you can share to other people, let's just spread love. Education, this is free education. I have nothing to sell you. So, again, this is just a free information for everyone. Kaya po, I really appreciate if you can share it to everyone. Sabi ni Agnes, Happy Wednesday. Oo nga, no? Galing ha? Happy Wednesday. This will be another win. Yan. Okay. Let's rock and roll. Siguro simula na po tayo. Good evening, Carl. It's been a while, ha? We have si Jong ng Pasig City as well, and sa mga si Michelle ng Malabon. To everyone po, while we're about to start, you can still type below kung saan po kayo nakikinig ngayon, which part of the city if you're in the Philippines, at kung wala naman. Ako po ay nasa Canada still. Though ako po ay uwing-uwi na rin sa Philippines. Namimiss ko na ang Boracay, ang beach and ocean sa Philippines dahil malamig ngayon sa amin dito sa Canada. But, so, in other words, nasa kabilang parte po ako ng mundo. So, I have to wake up a little early actually just to reach you guys because yung day ko po, if kung umaga ko gagawin, it will be too late for you guys. So, I have to wake up a little early. Kaya kung medyo nakikita nyo na mumugto-mugto pa ang mata ko, eye bags. Dahil yung kagigising-gising ko, hindi naman. It's been like 40 minutes siguro. And I had my coffee. But regardless, ako po yung ready to rock and roll. So if you guys are ready, type ready sa ating pong comment section. Sa chat box. And then, simula na po tayo. Alright? So there you go. Okay. So, ano ba ang pag-uusapan natin exactly today? Alright, okay. Let me just launch my PowerPoint slide. So here's what will happen. So first, I'm gonna do a presentation, a quick presentation lamang po. And then from there, we will, I'm gonna entertain and ask, or rather answer some questions kung kayo po'y may katanungan. Again, why do we have to do this? Why do we even have to say, hey, listen, alam ko maaaring ngayon may gagawin ka pa. Maybe may maglalaba ka pa. Or maybe hindi ka pa nakakapagluto ng hapunan or whatnot. I understand, okay? But here's the thing. What we're about to talk about, which is yung chillionaire goals or how to set goals, achieve them faster than you ever thought possible. Because in life, minsan po sa sobrang kabisihan natin, we don't even know where we are heading. So lalo na po pagka if you have kids, you have family, you're trying to run a business, you are a part of the ministries at church, or you have other social activities. Minsan, bumabangon ka isang umaga or every morning just to get things done. And we don't pause, ask ourselves, am I even heading to the right direction? So that's the thing. Hindi naman sa hindi ka masipag, hindi naman sa wala kang ginagawa. But if you don't know where you're going, right? It's like, how would you even know? Well, may reach ka naman a destination. It's just that you may not like the destination that you're gonna reach. So that is why in nearly all of my programs, goal setting is where we always start. Okay, it's just a common sense, right? If you don't know where you're going, then why are you working hard? Why are you trying to start a business? Why are you working for your family, and all those things? Okay, pag-usapan po natin. So again, I'm gonna show you guys my slide. How does it work? Okay, hold on guys, because it's been a while that I'm using StreamYard nga pala sa mga nagtatanong. What do you do? What do you use? I use StreamYard. Ayan. Actually, hindi ko alam kung magkano na binabayaran ko rito, kung may monthly ba ako. Anyway, good evening po to everyone who just joined us today. Magandang gabi po sa mga quietly listening dahil according kay Facebook, like 90-something% daw quiet listener lang. So, well, if you don't feel like leaving a comment, that's okay. Okay? Just stay with me dahil napakahalaga po ng pag-uusapan natin. If you want to experience a more chillionario lifestyle, yung iba nagtatanong, Sir Joe, what do you mean by chillionario? Ito ba yung yayaman ka na walang ginagawa? No, scam po ang tawag ron. Okay. And chillionario is designing a business that will give you the lifestyle that you want. Meaning, pag sinabi pong, when you hear the word chillionario, meaning we prioritize lifestyle over profits. Minsan po kasi, pagka negosyong pinag-uusapan, puro pera, profit, wala namang masama doon, obviously. But I really believe na any vision that you set on your life, in your life, goal in your life, kinakailangan na naka-align yung personal, what you really want deep inside your heart, and dun sa business goals mo or income goals mo. That's what Ichilyonario is. Okay? So ngayon, pag-usapan natin. Okay, so here's the thing. I believe if you're one of my best students out there, you've heard about this, pero it is a great reminder. Ito po ay ginawang pag-aaral noong 1979 sa Harvard graduating students. Yung mga MBA, they're about to graduate sa Harvard. Okay? And the source is from the book What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School by Mark McCormack. But basically, sinurvey nila yung mga graduating students ng Harvard. And then tinanong sila this question. Tinanong itong mga graduating students. Sabi, hey, have you set clear and written goals for your future and made plans to accomplish it? In Tagalog, tinanong sila. Meron ka bang malinaw at nakasulat na goal for your future? And have you made plans? So gumawa ka na ba ng plano on how are you going to accomplish that? So basically, yun yung tinanong sa mga graduating. Again, this is just a survey and a study. And here are the results dun sa question na yun, sa survey na yun. Okay? First is 84% had no specific goals at all. 84%. So this can be people na meron lang sa isip ng ito yung gusto ko sa buhay, but walang specific goal. Or maybe meron silang goal sa isip nila, but hindi rin nakasulat. Right? So 84% ng mga graduating students. The next group of people, out of those students na sinurvey, 13% sa kanila had goals. Okay? So meron silang goals, but they are not committed to paper. So yung una, walang goals completely at all. 13% merong goal, but hindi naman nakasulat, in other words. And guess what? Only 3% had clear and written goals and plans to accomplish them. Only 3%. So 84% walang goals at all. 13% had goals, but they are not committed to paper. And 3% had clear written goals and plans to accomplish them. That's a survey. Now, let me ask you a real question. Next, before I show you the result ng survey, or after 10 years, binalikan kasi nila eh. After 10 years, binalikan nila yung sinurvey nila. But think about the number. 84%, 13%, 3%. I want you to pause for a second. Think about the most successful people in life. Are they typically nasa 84% or are they typically nasa 3%? Success could mean different things. It could be income, it could be health, it could be relationships. No wonder. Di ba? Tingnan nyo, yung statistics, no wonder. Only few people are successful just by this quick survey. Okay, so before I get excited, let us see the result ng survey na ginawa. So again, this survey was done 1979. So after 10 years, binalikan nila lahat ng mga graduating MBA graduating student ng Harvard University. At ito po ang result. Yung 13% kanina from the previous slide. Okay, the 13% of the class who had goals were earning on average twice as much as the 84% had no goals at all. Twice as much on average. Doble. Okay? Yung kinikita nila compared those people na walang goal at all. Okay? Now, this is the most exciting part. The 3%, yung merong goal, written clearly, and had plans, okay? On average, they were earning 10 times as much as the other 97% combined. That's how powerful goal setting is. Maybe some of you nag-set ka na ng goals. Maybe, Sir John, I don't know. I've done it before. It didn't work out. Right? Maybe this is the time. And I don't believe in accident. I believe na maybe ikaw, maybe on the way ka lang somewhere, and then nakakita mo lang yung Facebook Live ko and suddenly you're listening, and pinagsasabi nito John Orania na to. Or you check your email and Viola, nandun ako sa inbox mo, you click on the link and suddenly I don't believe in accident. I believe there's a reason for everything. And the reason that you might be here is maybe time to revisit your life. Pause. Right? Hindi yung trabaho ng trabaho. You don't pause. And then you're wondering, bakit ka stress? Masipag ka naman. Hindi mo na-reach yung mga income goals mo. And all those things. Okay? Now is the time to revisit. Okay? Now, why set goals? Okay, obviously kanina pinakita ko sa inyo that goal setting is not just like feel good, rararap, motivational, positive thinking. It is really backed by science. Okay? Backed by science. Okay? So why do we set goals? Number one, you know the direction you are heading. Again, as I've said, maikli lang ang buhay ng tao. If you don't set goals, how do you even know you are heading the right direction? Right? It's just common sense. It's like you're driving in a car. Why are you driving? Where are you going? Sinabi ko nga dun sa email kanina, it's like playing basketball, right? Sino ba dyan na mahilig mag-basketball? Ang Pilipino mahilig. Ako po, I'm still trying to play basketball as much as I can. Hindi naman po ako magaling. But just like every other Filipinos, we just love the game. Pero in any sports, pag-usapan na lang natin basketball, that this will work in any sports, right? Think about it. I want you to pause for a second. If you don't know where the goal, okay, to basketball, and you don't know what's the score, paano mo malalaman if you're winning or not? What, you just like running back and forth in the court. Hindi mo alam kung anong time. Hindi mo alam kung anong score. Hindi mo alam kung anong goal. You just running back and forth. I still remember the first time na in-enroll ko yung anak ko, 2018, sa basketball. Hindi ko alam, may kasama palang liga yun. First time niyang maglaro ng basketball, it was just like running back and forth the court. That's all. Okay? That's all. Okay, Coach John, na out of focus po. I don't know who's na out of focus. Ako ba? You may want to click the play button and I don't know what's going on with my camera. So, maybe with my internet connection. So, medyo blurry ba? Yan. Okay, so number one again, why we set goal? You know the direction you are heading. So, hindi ka trabaho ng trabaho. Whether you're young, single, and married, you have kids, it's good to have a goal. Right? And it is also something that I believe as a parent, sa mga magulang dyan, is something also that we teach our kids. Okay? Because we cannot just rely on the educational system, which ako po, I have a little bit concern, should we say, sa the way yung our educational system, because I believe na napakaluma na ng sistema to really to work with the current generation, because technology is moving so fast. But having said that, second reason why we set goals, it activates a goal-seeking mechanism. I really believe that there's a creator who made us, that gave us a very powerful machine in our heads. That if we set a goal, our brain, and there's so many science that will even prove this. I want you to do your own research. That we have a goal-seeking mechanism. If you tell our brain, okay, this is a goal, it's like, yung sa mga movies, right? Mga action movies, thriller, may mga wars, yung mga heat-seeking missile, right? Wherever alam niyo yung naghahabulan na dalawang airplane, right? Or fighter jet, I don't know what we call them. But you know what I'm saying, right? Now, once the plane behind yung whoever yung hinahabol, right? Launch a missile or, I don't know, a rocket or whatnot. right? Kahit saan magpunta yung first plane, hahabulin ng missile, right? So, I believe our brain is the same thing. It is a very powerful machine. It has a goal-seeking mechanism. And actually, if you will really pause and think, ginawa mo na to dati. Ginawa mo na to dati. Maybe nakalimutan mo na lang. Na, oo nga, no? Dati pangarap ko na magkaroon ng asawa, ngayon may asawa ka na. Dati pangarap ko magtrabaho sa isang opisina. Dati pangarap ko makapagtapos ng pag-aaral. Maaari nakatapos ka ng pag-aaral. Dati ang pangarap ko magkaroon ng sarili kong negosyo. Ngayon may sarili ka ng negosyo. Dati pangarap kong pumayat. Ngayon, pumayat ka na. Dati pangarap kong tumaba. Ngayon, tumaba ka na. I don't know what your goal. Pero if you really pause and think, maybe, not maybe, if you live long enough, I believe at some point, may mga sinet kang goal. Maybe grades mo sa school. Maybe na-hit mo yung sales goals ng company. But you've set a goal. And you accomplish it. But this time, the reason we do this Facebook Live, and if you're watching me on YouTube, I don't know who are watching in YouTube, can you leave a comment below? If you're watching on YouTube or whatever, the reason we do this is we want to be more intentional. I believe yung mga followers natin sa Negosyo University, you guys are smart. You've heard this before, right? You've read a book, attended a seminar, a workshop. You've heard this. You've kept hearing it from me again and again. But it's a great reminder. And maybe now is the time. Okay? Lalo na ngayon, this season, we got so busy buying gifts, for the holidays and, all those things. But, as I've said, too busy for what? You cannot be just working too hard. Sabi nga, there was a quote that you're too busy trying to make a living that you forgot to live a life. Trying, working too hard. You're too busy to create a living that you forgot to live a life. That doesn't make sense, right? So number 3, and I believe on this one, you become what you think about most of the time. Very powerful. You become what you think about most of the time. So if you are mostly thinking about what you don't have, you will be complaining and whining and blaming yung mga politician na to, itong mga to, ganyan-ganyan, boom. That's what's on your head. Right? But if you're constantly thinking about what you want in life, you have a higher chance of succeeding rather than complaining and focusing on what you don't have. Because once you start thinking about your future, you get more excited. I'm not saying it won't be easy, but if you are focused on the future, there is a reason for you why you are getting up every morning. Malinaw sa'yo. Kaya napakarami rin pong pag-aaral dahil hindi ko rin alam kung bakit yung iba excited for retirement. Retire young. Retire early. Well, kung babasahin po natin ang statistics, yung mga nag-retire, umiikli daw po ang buhay nila. Why do you think that happens? Because pagising nila, there's really no reason for them to wake up anymore. That's the thing. Okay? Nawawala daw yung signal ko. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Malinaw po ba ako? Type yes. You double just check. Okay? So, I believe yung word na retirement, these are for people who hate what they're doing. Because kung gusto mo yung ginagawa mo, ba't ka magre-retire? And kasi pag the word na retirement and old age, ang nakikita nila yung taong hindi na productive, right? Maybe you have a grandma when you were growing up and nakikita mo lang every morning nakaupo lang sa duyan and you feel like, I don't want to be that person. But that's the statistics. There's no reason. Kaya nga po we set goals eh. Because our brain, our mind, I believe that we are created by God to be productive. But then again, sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, we have a very powerful machine in here. Pero kung hindi tayo intentional, if we do not like try to control what's in this between your ears, eh dadaling ka na lang kung nasaan. Right? Kung hindi ikaw magkocontrol nito, someone else will. Lahat tayo may agenda eh. All around you, no matter how good you are. Ako, I have my agenda. That's why I invited you here. That's my agenda. You watch the TV, they have their own agenda. You go to the mall, sale. They have their own agenda. There's always nearly everyone around you, they have their own agenda. But now we are talking about your agenda, your life. I'm not here to tell you how much income goal you should set, how big it is, how small it is. Buhay mo yan eh. Magkaiba tayo. But what I'm trying to say is if you don't intentionally sit down and work on this, next year, this time, December, ano na ba ngayon? 22 na ba? 2022. Next year, 2022, December 22, 2022. Oo nga, no? Galing. You're probably stuck in a life that you don't want. You're still trying to make a living. Like, work hard. Nothing new. There's nothing new happened. Not because you're not smart, not because wala kang edukasyon, not because hindi ka masipag. I believe generally, ang Filipino masisipag, kaya po maraming OFW all over the world. Foreign nationals who love Filipinos. Like here, even here in Canada. Because masipag ang mga Pilipino eh. Of course, there will always be an exception. There will always be tambay sa kanto. Pre, tagay muna. Pag hindi mo pa pinagbigyan, galit pa sila. Na-experience mo ba yun? Na-experience ko many times. Okay? So, nahaharang pa ako eh. Nagagalit pa eh. Parang bubugbugin ka pa eh. Okay? Sabi, wala kang magpakasama. Eh, tayo eh. But anyways, okay? So, when you set goal, you become what you think about most of the time. So what are you thinking? If you're always thinking about someone else's lives, right? I don't know. I'm not saying na huwag nyo silang i-follow. Let's just say influencers like me or Instagram or Twitter and LinkedIn. You know, at some point in our lives, we have someone that we appreciate. And that's okay. But we just don't want to spend so much time thinking about them na hindi mo iniisip ang buhay mo. Because no one else will prepare for you. No one else will set your goal. No one else will work hard for you. No one else will reach your goals for you. I don't care if someone really loves you and cares about you, but at the end of the day, we are a selfish creature. We would like to take care of ourselves first. Now, question, why don't people set goals? Bakit nga ba hindi? Maybe may idea ka na. One of the things is, they think goals aren't that important. Sabi nila, bahala na si Batman. Okay? O spiritualize natin. Ito mga paborito ko eh. The Lord will provide. Well, the Lord will really provide, but you gotta tell first to the Lord, what do you want exactly? Okay? You don't want to spiritualize things too much na hindi na natin ginamit itong binigay ng Diyos sa atin, yung logical thinking. Na parang suddenly things will happen. Magic. Right? Bahala na si Batman. Yan ang mga linyahan natin. Okay? Number 2, fear. Obviously. Right? I watch yung, hindi ko na pala sasabihin, baka mga hindi pa nakakapanood. So napanood ko po yung Spider-Man kagabi with my family. And they talk about rejection. Hindi ko na pala sasabihin, baka may spoil. But the reason people don't set goals is what? Fear, failure, rejection. But ejection na lagi dyan. Type po lang yan. Rejection. Eh baka kasi mag-set ako ng goals, Sir Jun, tapos hindi ko naman ma-accomplish eh. Right? Sino dyan nakaka-relate? Type relate. Ha? Na-relate. So you don't set goals anymore. Ginawa mo na eh. But lahat ba? Ganito. When you do something for the first time, in most cases, nagagawa mo ba agad ng tama? Di ba? Hindi naman. Right? Maybe you just have to have more powerful goals. Maybe more empowering goals. Maybe more realistic goals. Maybe, there are so many things that could go wrong. It may not your goal. Maybe you give up easily. Okay? Number 3, they don't know how. At yun po ang pag-uusapan natin today. Sir John, I would like to set a goal. Can you tell me how to do it? At yun po ang ating pag-uusapan today. Very simple lamang po ito. But what's important is you really, whatever goal that you set, and this is what I teach sa mga estudyante ko, is make sure it is what you really want in life. Okay? Hindi yung gusto ko nito kasi may fina-follow ko sa Instagram na influencer, meron siya nito, kaya gusto ko rin. I want you to pause and do you really want that? Alright? O gusto kong may bahay sa Forbes Park kasi gusto kong kapitbahay mo ko si Pacquiao para may pagmalaki ko sa mga kaibigan ko, kapitbahay ko si Pacquiao. Do you really want that? Again, I'm not here to tell you what kind of goal. I don't care if you want to be the next Elon Musk. Okay? Magkakaroon ka ng Tesla, yung sidecar, gagawin mong electric vehicle. I don't care. All I am saying, when you set a goal, deep inside your heart, you got that's what you really want. Right? Yung iba magsiset ng goal. I did this, one of my workshop. I believe it was in Makati. Live po, face-to-face. Sabi ko, let's set goals. Unang tanong niya, set goal. Okay, Sir John, ano ba? Ito ba yung suntok sa buwan? Bakit ka magsiset ng goal ng suntok sa buwan? Sinusulat mo pa lang, alam mo nang hindi mo accomplish. Ba't ka nagsiset ng billion? If I'm gonna ask you, where are you going to spend those billions? Specifically. Baka wala ka rin sagot There's nothing wrong in setting big numbers and goals, and I really would love you guys to set a big numbers goals because I want you to feel uncomfortable. But having a goal with no real reason why you want to accomplish that, that's weak. The chance of reaching that as well won't happen. So you wanna again be smart. Okay. Let's talk about goals now. We'll be more specific. So you really have to pay attention in here. Okay, I can see some question in here. Sabi ni Joyce, natapos na lahat, launch na lang, coach. But, anong but? Okay, just a quick shout out lang sa sino bang mga bagong dating dito. I don't know who just joined us today, but again, if this is your first time to hear about me, my name is John Naranya from the Goldster University, and we're talking about goal setting and why and how important goal setting is. Okay, again, a lot of you are smart. You already know a lot of things that I've been sharing. But sometimes, sabi nga nila, di ba naalala ko po yung isang kwento ng isang preacher. To the preacher, one Sunday morning, nag-preach sa simbahan. Talagang na-bless lahat ng mga attendee. The following week, Sunday morning, nag-preach na naman itong si preacher. Exactly the same message nung previous Sunday. And the third Sunday, nag-preach na naman ng exactly the same message. So medyo na-concern na yung mga leaders sa church. Tinanong si preacher, I hope you don't mind me asking, napansin ko lang, parang you've been preaching exactly the same message in the last several Sundays. Sabi naman ng preacher, uy, Salamat, napansin niyo pala. Sabi niya, hindi ko babaguhin ang aking message not until you apply what you've learned. Okay? I know some of you have joined here. Maybe in your head, I want to learn new things. I want to hear about from John Noranya. And I'm really thankful for that. But your goal, your end goal, should not be learning. But what? What do you think? Can you leave the comment below? Ano ba dapat ang end goal natin? Huh? It's just learning, the reason that you guys are here, for you to learn? No. The end goal should be doing. Okay? That should be your end goal. So before you even buy a book, watch a video on YouTube, attend Facebook Live like this one. It shouldn't be learning. The end goal should be doing. Because otherwise, mapupuno ka lang ng impormasyon, wala ka namang na-apply sa natututunan mo. Right? Sino dyan nakaka-relate? Type, ouch. Okay? Execution. Okay, so these are the types of goals that I'd like you to set. Number one is yung economic goals. Ano po yung economic goals? Income goals, revenue goals, sales goals. Okay, how much money do you want to make? Okay, so this is what are economic goals. Okay, number two, personal development goals. Personal development, what is personal development goals, Sir John? Personal development. By the way, sa economic goals, andun yung mga business mo, sources of income, retirement, all those, retirement plan, that's what I'm trying to say. So you're saving for the future, educational plan ng mga anak mo, and all those kind of stuff, okay? Sa economic goals. Sa personal development goals, this is personal development, right? How to be better, how to be good as a leader, as a speaker, as a business owner, right? And parenting, how to become a better parent, right? Yung mga, kasi typically, lalo na po sa Philippines, ang culture natin, kung paano pinalaki ng magulang ang anak, palalakihin din nila yung anak nila ng gano'n. We don't even question if the way we raise is even the right way. Dahil mahal tayo ng mga magulang natin, obviously, we respect and love our parents, but ang tendency, hindi na natin kine-question. How can we be better as a parent? How can we improve as a parent? Thus, ano nangyari? Nag-raise tayo ng mga batang very interesting. Okay? So, kaya minsan marami po tayong challenge sa society, I believe, because of the parenting problem. But having said that, let's focus again on personal development goals. Ano ba yung mga personal development goals? Ano yung mga gusto mo matutunan? Do you want to learn new language? Do you want to be fluent in English? Do you want to be good at English writing? Do you want to learn sales copy, email copy? Do you want to learn how to start a business? Personal development goals. Okay, personal development goals. Number three, team goals. Ano tong team goals? Okay, things in life. What do you want to have? Okay, now, here's the thing, my friend. Makinig pong maigi dahil napakahalaga nito. This is where a lot of people have issues. I've coached thousands of people na po, like personally coach and mentor thousands of people. These are not just like people who like listen to my Facebook Live. No, these are people that I talk to over the phone, Zoom call, email, like personally coach and mentor thousands of people, over 4,600 people at least, Filipinos. Pag pinag-usapan po ang goal setting, this is where people had issues. Because for them, okay lang yung spiritual goals, right? By the way, spiritual goals mo, napasok din siya sa personal development goals, okay? Spiritual goals, okay lang yan eh. Right? Parang okay lang mag-grow spiritually. Okay lang yung health goals. Be healthy. Right? Okay lang yung relationship goals. Right? Be a better parent. Love your family. Pero pagdating sa material and income goals, dyan po nagkaka-issue eh. Oh, mahirap maging mayaman, John. Okay, kailangan sapat-sapat lang. Babanatan ka ng mga spirituality. Oh, it's easier for a rich, it's easier for a man to, enter the easier for a camel to enter an eye of a needle than a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. Misinterpreted, hindi na nabasa yung mga susunod na verses doon. Tumigil na doon. There are a lot of misinterpretation. Thus, anong nangyari? Siyempre, though I respect whatever religious belief that you have, but generally, Philippines is a Christian country. Look at the people in our society right now. A lot of them are in poverty. A lot of them, they barely survive. A lot of them not really experiencing financial freedom. Because we have issues. Pagdating sa pera, pagdating sa material na bago, hindi mo naman madadala sa langit yan. Totoo naman eh. Sino mo sabi magdala mo sa langit yan? There are things that you have to enjoy here on this earth. There are things na may enjoy mo while you are gone. Nandun ka na sa langit. But there's nothing wrong enjoying what we have right now. Okay? So set things goals. Ano yung things goals? Ano ba yung gusto mo? Bahay, sasakyan. Right? Maybe a lifestyle that you want. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, the key here is you want to buy stuff because you really like it. Hindi yung I want to buy stuff. So para maipopost ko yung maganda kong sasakyan sa Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Malinaw po ba? Type clear sa ating, leave a comment. Clear? That's the thing. Oh, bibili ako ng malaking bahay para mapatunayan ko sa biyenan ko na tama ang pinakasalan ng anak niya. Huwag ganun. Bibili ako ng pinakamagandang mikropono para mas malakas ang kanta ko ng My Way compare sa kapitbahay kung pinupuyat ako sa video, okay? Huwag ganun. Okay? You really want it. Okay? Things goals. What are those kind of things? Ito, fun goals. Okay? Ano yung fun goals? Things that you've been dreaming. You like and enjoy. What are fun for you? So back in 2013, 2014, I set a fun goals with my college friends. Sabi ko, I want to travel the world with my friends, or at least Asia. And that's what we did. We've traveled to Singapore, to Thailand a couple of times. We've been to Hong Kong with my college friends, my buddies. What are fun goals for you? Whether for your family, for your kids, you want to bring them to Disneyland, fun goals. You want to experience things. You want to ride a business class airplane para hindi ka laging siksik dun sa economy. Go with it. You want to travel Europe. Gusto mo magpa-picture sa Eiffel Tower. Gusto mo makita ang painting si Mona Lisa. What is it? Mag-race ng camel sa Dubai or Saudi Arabia. What is it? What are your fun goals? Again, ulitin ko po. If you don't set goals at all, what do you think is your chance of experiencing these things? Right? And like many of you, ako rin po, wala po akong mayaman na pamilya, mayaman na mga magulang, nagtrabaho, nag-aral, nangarap. Right? So these are constant things that we develop, by the way. So ang goal is not like you set it once and then you can live for the rest of your life, because your goals, sometimes you're changing too. Right? You don't stop. For example, in my case, I was an employee. Ang goal ko lang, work from home. This was back in 2005, 2006. It didn't happen immediately. 2008, I was able to go full-time. So I've been in this like working from home na sikat na ngayon sa Philippines. But I've been doing this since 2008. I've been working from home full time, running my own online business, selling digital products, ebooks, and now, of course, we have the Negosyo University, we have coaching program, business building courses, and all those kind of things, right? But everything starts with here, economic goals. There was one time in my, when I launched Negosyo University, sabi ko, one of my goal is to appear on television. Sabi ko lang, isip ko, that will be helpful for my business and also, for me, that will be fun. Experience na makita ka sa TV. Di ba? Parang, oh, nay, artista na ako. No, not that point, but it was just a joke. But it is what happened, right? I met some people that helped me to spread the word about Negosyo University, starting a business, and all those things, right? My dream back then, again, this was, I don't even know how to execute this. Sabi ko, I want to have an event in the Philippines. It's one of my goals. Sabi ko, jam-packed with a lot of people. Can't wait to attend that event. In 2013, I believe, or 14, I heard my first event sa SMX Aura. And man, ang laki nung na-rent ko, there's not much people. Okay? Hindi rin nangyari agad eh. Right? But then eventually, boom, after a while, sa akin kasi, that's kompleto na yan eh. Yung have my event, that's a fun goals for me. That can also be an economic goals because yung event ko, we also produce money from there. And then eventually, nag-seminar kami, jam-packed. There was one of my event in 10 days, puno na agad, sold out na yung tickets. So then, sa small hotel lang, here in Mandaluyong, and then after that, sa DAP, here in Ortigas, and then a year after, we had a Mandaluyong, maliit lang, naubos na, and then we need a bigger place. We went to AIM in Makati, I think at least twice, jump-pack na rin, and then nagpunta kami ng SMX. Nag-SMX na kami. Imagine niyo from a small workshop, small room, to SMX. Why did that thing happen? By accident? I don't think so. Because I set a goal, right? Now, I can't wait to see you guys again personally, but, but I'm just sharing you guys a story how important and powerful goals is. Question, Sir John, lahat ba ng goals mo siniset? No, but most of them are. But here's the thing. If you don't set a goal, you just take it a chance. Is that your plan? Like, bahala na? Ano, bahala na? Because mangyayari talaga yung bahala na. The question is, masaya ka ba dun sa magiging resulta nung bahala na? Okay? So again, economic goals, more of income goals, personal development goals, dito na yung spirituality mo, even yung physical fitness mo, okay, skills that you want to develop and all, things that are material things. There's nothing wrong of aiming, achieving, or owning material things that you like. Okay? Because again, dinimonize na natin kasi ng society natin, dinimonize na nila yung owning material things. Thus, you don't experience material things and lalo na yung fun goals. What's fun for you? Okay, it's very, very important. Okay, now let's go specific. Here's what you're gonna do. Again, remember, I told you earlier, the end goal is not to learn, but to do. At ito na po, patok na po tayo sa specific, how to create your future. Because you'll think about it. We are really creating our future. At ayaw mo nung bahala na. Really, if you can plan for it. Right? Because lahat naman tayo may future eh. Ang tanong lang is, masaya ka ba dun sa future mo? That's the question. And I don't want to take it a chance. Na bahala na kung anong mangyari. I don't want that. I want to predict, if possible. Right? Number one, get a notebook or a journal. It's been a habit of mine every day. I write on my journal. Whether in my quiet time, I write everything. My goals, I write everything. If I learn I'm reading a book, watching a YouTube video that I've been following, listening to a podcast, trying to learn. I have a notebook. I write down notes there. Okay? I write down notes, ideas. Okay? Minsan may mga ideas kayo, business ideas, marketing ideas, product idea. Kaya lang hindi mo sinulat eh. Right? O sinulat mo lang sa isang tissue paper or sa isang loose paper. And then ngayon, nawala na. Hindi mo na ngayon maalala ano exactly, ano yung details. Right? If you're just sitting somewhere, waiting for your friends sa isang restaurant, coffee, write down notes. Okay? Because God is giving us wisdom eh. Sa'yo binigay yun, hindi naman sa pastor mo eh. Hindi naman pwede sa asawa mo eh. Hindi naman pwede sa kapatid mo eh. Or whoever eh. Binigay sa'yo eh. Hindi naman binigay sa asawa mo, binigay sa'yo eh. So you have to capture those things. So you need a journal. Okay, number 2. Creating a future, go to a quiet place. Mahirap pong mag-set ng goals kung nanonood ka ng Netflix at the same time. Niloloko mo lang ang sarili mo. Okay? Mahirap pong mag-set ng goals kung yung mga junakis natin binabother ka. So if you can talk to them, can you give me 30 minutes? I just need something. Go to a quiet place, lock the door. Okay? Put your phone on airplane mode. Wag mo na ngayon. Nakikinig ka sa akin eh. Wag naman. Mamaya. Okay? Go to a quiet place. That's why I love going to coffee shop and then maglagay ka lang ng headset mo para hindi kayo bother ng tao sa paligid mo. Okay? Pura music on. Really simple music lang. Then write down notes. Go to a quiet place and nobody bothers you. Again, hindi ko buhay ang pinag-uusapan natin dito. Buhay mo. You always have a choice. Right? After watching this, you can choose not to do this. That's what freedom is. Nasa sayo. Okay? But all I'm trying to say, that what I've been teaching here is not about me. It's about you. I got nothing to sell you here. It's about your future. This is not my future. Okay? So again, number 1, get a notebook or a journal. And then, maggawa ka na rin ng dedicated pen. A nice, simple pen lang naman. Doesn't have to be fancy. Okay? That dedicated na siya ron. Para hindi na yung mag-journal ka nga. Well, may lapis ka ba dyan? May ballpen ka ba dyan? Like ka naghahanap. Have a dedicated pen. Go to a quiet place. Number 3, write down your goals for 5 minutes each. Di ba kanina binigyan ko na kayo ng different goals? We have the economic, we have the personal development, we have the team goals, we have the fun goals. 5 minutes for each one. So, first one, economic goal, run a timer on your phone for 5 minutes. Do not worry. When you write a goal, do not worry how are you going to accomplish it. Remember, our brain have a goal-seeking mechanism. If you just set a goal, you will be surprised na kung nag-focus ka sa goals mo na yon, you will be surprised it will find its way. So, wag niyo munang isipin na paano kaya ma-accomplish yung what? Mag-set ka muna ng goal. And then, your brain, your mind will find a way. That's the thing. Okay? So, write down for 5 minutes. So, for example, economic goals, turn on your timer on your phone for 5 minutes and then sulat ka lang ng income goals mo. Right? If you have a business, ito gusto kong ma-accomplish, ito gusto kong income, ganito gusto ko yung retirement, pagtanda ko, this is my income, educational plan ng anak ko, like economics goals. Write it down for 5 minutes. Once you're done, okay, set the timer again for 5 minutes. Now, punta ka naman sa personal development goals. Obviously, may mga goals ka na mas mahaba than the other. It doesn't really matter. But the thing there is just write it down. Do not think about how are you going to accomplish it. Okay? So write it down. The next one, personal development goals. Again, mga whether health mo, wealth mo, health mo, spirituality mo, the skills that you want to learn, and all those kind of things. And then, of course, the rest is history. Okay? Number 1, after that, maset mo na yun, right? So you have several goals for each categories. And then I want you to pick 3 of 1-year goal. Meaning, what among all the goals na sinulat mo for each one. Okay? So each one. So kung sa economic goals mo, meron ka diyang top 3. Ito yung gusto ko ma-accomplish in the next 12 months? Okay? Ano yung mga gusto mo ma-accomplish in the next 12 months? Because there are goals that are for the future, for 5 years or even 20 years from now, or even 7 years. Ako hanggang 7 years ako. I just feel na yung 20 years is like way too far. Because, di ba? Sobrang bilis sa mga pangyayari ngayon. But just typically, I just said 7 years is max. Right? But pili ka muna ng top 3 of what you would like to accomplish in the next 12 months. Health, financials, right? Team goals, ano yung mga gusto mong mabili for this year, own this year, and then of course, fun goals. Ano yung mga gusto mong next year, December, I'll be in Hong Kong. That's your first year goal. Right? So again, magkakaiba po tayo ng gusto. Maybe gusto mong magkaroon ng farm. Maybe gusto mong magkaroon ng vacation house. Maybe gusto mong magkaroon ng sarili mong franchise ng Jollibee. I don't know. Write it down. Do not worry about, again, how are you going to accomplish it? Okay? Once again, nire-recap ko na lamang po mga pinag-usapan natin. And then after that, pika lang ng mga gusto mong ma-accomplish for the next 12 months. And that will be your goal for this year. Now, question, Sir John. Do you think ma-accomplish ko itong lahat? I don't know. That's the truth. But you have a higher chance of having a better life, having a goal than having no goals at all. That's, I'm sure. Right? What if hindi mo na-accomplish lahat? But let's just say 80% na lang nila na-accomplish mo. Would that be nice? Type yes or no. Type or leave a comment. Would that be nice? Hindi mo na-accomplish lahat, Sir John. Bumalik ka sa akin 12 months from now. But yung 80% na-accomplish mo, or even 70%, I gotta tell you this, my friend. Your life will be so much better. That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay? Kaya po, it is better to have a goal than having no goals at all. Okay? So, I hope that this has been really helpful for you guys. And I could say in a few minutes kung meron po kayong katanungan, but I really appreciate if you can share it to other people. Let us spread love, and this might be your better or best rather Christmas present to other people is to help them to have a better future. Okay? Because again, hindi po ito common eh. Ang tao busy-busy ngayon, maraming tao sa mall mamaya, having a reunion, having a, high school reunion, Christmas party, family reunion, all those things. But they never really planned this coming 2022. That's why, after a year, they'll be wondering, ang bilis ng panahon, sabihin nila, right? Where did the time go? Right? Because hindi po sila nag-set. O yan, Joms, pa-shoutout po. Coach, thank you so much for always inspiring people. Joms, here you go. You got what you want. Okay, magandang araw sa iyo, Joms. Okay. So again, I'm gonna meet up naman tayo. Ayan, yung mga chillinaro dyan. You can meet up your own community and then, let me know. Ating mga chillinario group out there. Okay? Definitely, you guys can meet up and then let me know. Okay? There was actually, we are doing some meetups before COVID, pre-COVID. We have in Cebu, we have in Makati, we have, I believe, in Ortigas, Pasig. Pero ngayon ho, medyo, challenging na with the situation right now. Okay? Yeah, tama. Sabi ni Jong, sometimes you need to bring your mini journal while taking a bath. Yes, minsan talaga, question is, bakit nga ba minsan sa mga awkward situation? Because hindi po tayo engage. Right? So for me, one of places most common was yung mga ideas when I'm driving. Because when I'm driving, I'm not on TV, on my phone, or whatnot, right? You got time to think. Yun nga po ang problema right? Because we are so hooked with our phones, social media. Okay? So, our mind is always engaged there. You never pause and stop and see, okay, where am I heading? Sabi nga nila, music daw, di ba? If you gonna hear music, yung mga notes, di ba may mga spaces between notes? Kasi kung walang space, then that's just like a loud noise. But why do we have spaces? That's where we produce notes and music. And it's the same thing in life. If you don't pause and think about your life, again, paano mo malalaman if you're heading in the right direction? Maybe now is the time. Okay? Sabi ni Shane, goal ko, coach, for 2022, mag-ipon for the CAP course. Oh, yeah. There you go. All right? Someday, you're gonna message me. I'm right here. Okay? There you go. Thank you, Coach. Sabi ni Luz, Merry Christmas. To you all, Merry Christmas, Luz. Wherever you are, stay safe. God bless you. KR, CF, thank you, Sir John. Thank you rin. Maraming salamat, KR. Marketing management, doing part-time job. Si Shane. Okay. Part-timer. Okay. Very good. Si Tristan, Coach, thank you so much po. I really learned a lot from tonight. Can I ask po if required beneficial to do affirmations? Like imagine a goal every morning to higher chance of achieving the goal. Yes, definitely that helps. Yung binanggit ko kanina, yung one of the point is like you become what you think who you think you are, or your goal, right? So definitely knowing and understanding. Imagine yun na yan, guys. Imagination is very powerful. If you will think about it, you've been doing that. You've been imagining. Kaya lang, pag hindi ka intentional, kung ano-ano yung mga things, it could be something that you hate. Kasi yun yung parang natural tendency natin as a creature is we focus on things that we don't want instead of what we want. I can if we are in a live workshop, and I'm gonna ask you what you don't want, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna have a longer list of things that you don't want. Oh, I don't want this government. Oh, I don't want that I look like. Oh, I don't like my income. Oh, I don't want the baon ako sa utang. I don't want my business. Or I don't want. That's the thing. So you never really focus on what you want. Okay? Sabi ni Remy, my take, be intentional on having 1-year goals for each category of goals. Yeah, that is right. Okay. So, kung wala na po kayong questions sa akin, I'm gonna say a few minutes kung wala na po. Obviously, I don't wanna hold you guys for too long. Baka marami po kayong ginagawa pa. But I really appreciate that you join me. I'm just gonna see in here. Okay, hindi ko lang alam kasi kung real time yung comment here. Just give me a moment. Okay, mukhang real time naman. Okay, so having said that, maraming salamat po for joining me tonight. Sana po marami po kayo natutunan. Again, love, heart, share, para po we spread love. And I would just want to say, of course, Merry Christmas. And then hopefully next year, magkita-kita po tayo and you're sharing your success with me sa mga natutunan nyo for today. Muli po maraming salamat. Mag-ingat po kayo and God bless everyone. Bye-bye.